Welcome to this episode of Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast. You guys know the drill by now. I'm your host, Jem Matney. I'm a holistic nutritionist living on the South Shore of Massachusetts. I work collaboratively with individuals to identify their health concerns and create a personalized plan to begin their journey to health. I remain deeply committed to educating individuals on health-building foods and lifestyle practices that support their personal choices and well-being. In the Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast, I'll be focusing on the many facets of nutrition, food, health, and wellness, sharing information from my clinical experience, life experience, and what I'm currently studying. Let's go! Quickly, before we begin, please keep in mind this podcast is meant for educational purposes only and should never be used as a replacement for medical diagnosis or medical treatment. Any listener with existing medical problems should consult with integrative, functional, or medical doctors. Shout out to all of you who sent in questions to eatpositivebepositive@gmail.com. The responses were overwhelming, and I'm so thankful. You guys had wonderful, thoughtful questions, and we're going to dive into them over the next couple of weeks. We're going to get right into it today. We're going to quickly review food positivity and food awareness, and we're going to talk about how these two themes in our lives, food awareness, food positivity, how they can support our mental and physical health. We're also going to kind of branch off of the mental health awareness. We're going to talk a little bit about creating a breathing practice that will be life-affirming and calming, alleviating our stress and promoting our immune system. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're obviously going to do our food for thought, and we're going to wrap it up for you guys today. But let's start with revisiting these terms, food awareness and food positivity. So food awareness, like we talked about last week, involves a genuine understanding of the food we consume, both the nutritional facts and how these food affect us. Put simply, food awareness is the answer to the two following questions. What's in your food, and what does that food do for you? Food positivity means actively providing your body with the foods your body needs, as well as creating and maintaining a positive relationship with food. All right, so let's break it down. Let's focus on how food awareness and food positivity can support our mental and physical health. Engaging in food awareness and food positivity teaches you what foods might be creating inflammation in your body. This is incredibly important for your physical health. As we explored last week, having food awareness means you are aware of how foods affect you. We mentioned that foods might make you feel bloated or crampy or fatigued or any other number of symptoms. Foods can affect our digestion, our ability to think, our ability to sleep for that matter, our skin, etc. Foods causing such symptoms may be doing so through inflammation in our bodies. When you start identifying foods that make you feel less healthy, you can combine this knowledge with food positivity to start making important decisions for your health. Disease within the body is caused by inflammation, so lowering inflammation in your body will reduce your risk of illness. This is incredibly important for our physical health. Food awareness and food positivity allow you to be more present with your food choices, while also avoiding the judgment many of us feel when we eat food. When you think of health and wellness, you might think of dieting or fad diets. I think I can safely say we've all encountered a fad diet focused on words such as don't, avoid, or limit. This goes along with what we expressed last week regarding foods being labeled good or bad. These words are indicative of our society's culture around eating. It's only natural that we feel such judgment. These words don't make us feel happy and calm. They're more likely to make us feel anxious or overwhelmed. Add these feelings to the growing list of scientific studies telling us what food is good or bad this week, and you're set up for a stressful, judgment-filled relationship with food. Focusing on foods that make you feel lighter and healthier and choosing to eat those foods from a positive perspective will lessen self-judgment and anxiety. Food awareness and food positivity support your mental health by not creating this unnecessary stress in your relationship with food. So you guys can kind of put the pieces together a little bit and see why I think food positivity and food awareness on a daily basis is incredibly important for our physical and mental health. Now we're going to focus on another health hack we can engage in to support our bodies and our minds. Staying in touch with our breathing can be the most calming and life-affirming activity we can do. Studies have even shown that breathing interventions targeted at alleviating stress can promote immune system functioning and decrease inflammation within the body. So really a win-win all around. We're going to talk about a couple of different breathing practices you guys might want to engage in or might want to think about engaging in. The first one is one of my favorites. It's called Mindfulness Meditation, and developing a mindfulness practice is as easy as focusing on your breath and staying in the now. Remembering that this moment is the only moment that matters will reduce your worry and improve your awareness of your thoughts. Studies even show that mindfulness practice also increases self-compassion, which lends itself to the food positivity. So it becomes not a vicious cycle, but a really positive and compassionate cycle for yourself. The second breathing practice I've listed here is yoga, and everyone can participate in yoga in some type of form. You can take a class or you can download an app, check out free yoga videos online. You can even do a sitting yoga practice. It helps to connect your mind and body for a heavy dose of calm. My last recommended breathing practice is belly breathing, and you can definitely do your own research and find a practice that works for you, but here's just a small activity you can try at home. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, pushing out your diaphragm or your belly. Hold this breath for a moment and exhale through your nose for a count of 7. Over time, you can lengthen your breaths to inhale for 7 counts and exhale for 11 counts. And if you do about 6 to 12 of these breath cycles a day, you can really build the inner peace and really support your mental health by reducing anxiety. Food for thought this week, I want to focus on breathing. I know this is a holistic nutrition and health channel, but I definitely also want to bring in some of these other lifestyle techniques that you guys can try to bring health into your life with food, but even without food. So let's bring ourselves back to our day-to-day life. How many times are you aware of your breath on a day-to-day basis? How does breathing support your mental health daily? I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say, so sound off on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Let me know what your breathing practice is and how it supports you. All right, so for next week, we're going to be exploring the basics of health-building foods for those of you looking for more structure for your individual diet and lifestyle plan. I did reach out to you guys on social media to get some input on questions you might be curious about for Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast, and the responses were overwhelming. So I've really tried to tailor a lot of my episodes in that way so you guys get the information that you were looking for. And don't worry, we're definitely going to do a full question episode coming up here very shortly, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I want to explore the basics of those health-building foods because I got a lot of questions about where to start. So we're going to try to keep it easy, do a Nutrition 101 type episode so you guys have an idea of what health-building foods you can try today to feel better tomorrow. Before we wrap up, if you guys have a question you'd like to send along, please email eatpositivebepositive@gmail.com. Also, don't forget, March is launch month for Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast, and I want to show my appreciation to all of you listeners with a giveaway. This first month, one winner will get 1 whole month of nutrition meetings, including an initial consult, individual diet and lifestyle plan, and 2 additional support meetings. That's 4 meetings in total for you guys. So you can begin your health journey today, and it's really genuinely a small token of my gratitude to all of you listeners out there. Here's how to enter. Subscribe to Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast. Share your love for Eat Positive, Be Positive podcast on a social media platform, and review the podcast to send me some valuable feedback. Once you've done all that, just send your email to eatpositivebpositive@gmail.com so I know you've entered the contest and I'll choose a winner from there. Good luck to everyone. Thank you guys so much for listening out there. See you all next Monday.